I'm gonna do today is what if Kaneki was like the White Reaper. If you guys don't know who he is, he's in the actual show. He's the dude that like defeated Kaneki and stabbed him in the face and all that. And yeah, so what he is, he's one of the ways that if a ghoul and a human had a child, either turns into a half ghoul, but very rarely. There's only been showed one, but then they turn into these things, or they're super strong humans, but they age rapidly. So I'm gonna say Kaneki because he's way physically strong. He's like toned. He's not just like abnormally ripped. He's toned down. So he still is kind of like, he doesn't talk to people a lot and stuff. And why the White Reaper has white hair is because they rapidly age and stuff. So I'm pretty sure he's like double the age he actually would be if he was a normal human. So whenever Kaneki's, whatever age he's in, he's like doubled that. So everything goes the same, but whenever I'm gonna see, he's getting trained to become an investigator because how physically strong he is. But he doesn't have a clinke or anything, but he knows how to fight. So whenever Rize shows herself, Kaneki kicks her in the face, sending her back like if a normal ghoul would have punched her. And she's confused, and she's like, "What are you?" And he's like, he doesn't hate ghouls, and he's kind of like the White Reaper, where they wanted to bring the ghouls and humans together. Is the whole big story plan and stuff. But I'm gonna say the things still fall on top of him. He becomes a ghoul. This is how his rapidly aging gets fixed. Whenever he wakes up, because he technically was a child of a ghoul, I'm gonna say his father was a ghoul. And because if the mother was a ghoul, she would have been suffering and stuff. And this is how his rapid aging gets fixed. But he still would be like physically older than he normally would. Not physically, but just like how he'll get symptoms whenever he's like 60 of an 80-year-old person. Pretty much, I'm gonna say. God, my mouth hurts. And stuff, so whenever he wakes up in the hospital, he already knows all this stuff about ghouls. He doesn't hate ghouls, and he doesn't like think of them like monsters. So whenever he becomes a ghoul, because how strong he is, he kind of was chill about it. So he already knew that he had to eat somebody. Mostly because he's an investigator, which they're just like a branch of officers, so you still could become an officer if you're an investigator. So he goes looking out for wanted criminals for his first hunt, and he knows how many a month they can have. So I'm gonna say he finds one and he eats them, and then I'm gonna say he leaves the head in front of the ghoul investigating area in the ward. I'm gonna say because he refused to eat innocent people, so he went few days without eating. So he's about to flip out whenever he meets the dude. Dude gives him a piece because the dude's already dead, so he eats the piece. Whenever the person comes, I'm gonna say he has 2 Kangenegis right now and stuff. So they start battling him. Toka still jumps down and slices his eye. And they ask, why didn't Rize just eat you and stuff? What's wrong with your eye? And he's like, apparently I got turned into a half ghoul and stuff. If you don't mind, I'll take this body. I was a little hungry. And she says, yeah. I'm gonna say the old man comes on and asks him to come with them. He agrees. Old man says, why don't you... Because I'm gonna say he ate yesterday, so it's been 2 days, I'm gonna say. Because they're just about to catch the dude. But he went there and got the dude because he was like top of his class and everything. So he got the dude. Yeah, so it's the next day, so I'm gonna see the date happened a month before. So yeah, so it's been a month where he's hungry and stuff. I don't know, makes not that much sense. He talks. They asked him how long he's been in school. He said for a month at least. How long has it been since you ate? He says a month. No, he says like a month and a week. And they're like, oh, okay. And he already ate the body, so he's like, he's good for another month and stuff. And I'm gonna say, old man says, why are you so cool about this? And he explains that he doesn't hate ghouls because technically his father was a ghoul. And I'm gonna say the old man knows about that it's rare for half ghouls, so she says, you were born a half ghoul? And he says no, because usually a ghoul and a human doesn't mix together. So I became like a superhuman, and stuff, which he says that the strongest investigator technically is one of our kind, because technically one of us. They hear about this and stuff, so, and he says, but the downside of our kind is that we rapidly age. So, technically, I think the ghost, so, my body, I'm gonna say he was like 19, I'm gonna say something like that. So, whenever I was rapidly aging, the symptoms I could have got were for somebody that was like 38 years old. She hears that and stuff. And yeah. But this fixes his problem so he won't rapidly age anymore. And what actually happened in the actual story is that he started rapidly aging because of the cells. But because he already had more of the cells leaning towards becoming a ghoul, half ghoul I mean, that it like fixed the problem. So he will be stronger. So he doesn't go through training. He still works there and stuff. And he learns about the spot where people like die and stuff. And so yeah, he does all that. I'm just gonna make, so they go to give him a mask. This canon, in this version of it, Kaneki's not really freaking out and stuff and be like, oh my god, I don't want to become a ghoul, because he's like used to the stuff. So I'm gonna say he does train with the dude, but he trains with the dude to figure out how strong he is and stuff, and they try to figure out how much cognate they can use, and he can use 3 of them now without going insane and stuff. And yeah, that all happens. And that, so I'm gonna make this video longer. So whenever he's in the dude that like shoved the thing and he said it tasted like horse crap, gets kicked down the hallway, Kaneki instantly activates his cognate and shoots at him, hitting the walls, because I'm pretty sure Rize's cognate would be perfectly in close quarters combat, because she swings those around. making it hit walls, rapidly going off. And I'm gonna say Kaneki has the ability to harden them. So like he can like shoot ones upwards, harden the scene other side, making it shoot in different directions everywhere. And he starts stabbing the dude in the chest again. But for the final shot, I'm gonna say he kicks the dude in the face, sending him flying. He eats and stuff, so he doesn't flip out. Trying to eat Hise and stuff. He picks him up, he takes him back to the coffee shop and stuff. I'm gonna say he meets an investigator, and because they're trying to kill him, he's forced to kill the dude and stuff. And I'm gonna say he takes the sword Kagane because that was his weapon whenever he was gonna become an investigator and stuff. So he has a sword Kagane. I'm gonna say it doesn't turn into a briefcase. It's like a regular looking sword, but like how their weapons look like. And so he has that. He's kind of just like and stuff. So whenever Tokyo goes for revenge, he comes with, and like he still has like all the problems where at home where he won't like kill people for no reason and stuff. It's like different morals, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say he accidentally killed the investigator. But I'm gonna say that he has a walking cane. That what the sword transforms into. Black walking cane. Whenever he fights the dude, I'm gonna say the person that he killed was actually the other friend of his that he killed. And gets mad whenever he turns it into the sword. Because I'm gonna say he had it like specially made to look a certain way. Kaneki hears this, he says, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kill him. I accidentally struck him in the heart. I was only trying to aim for his shoulder." He's like, "Bull crap, your monsters are horrible," and stuff. I'm gonna say that he had the function where he has like the eye patch come off, showing that, and he says, "I'm only a half ghoul, but I was actually turning to one," he says, explaining the story and stuff, that I actually had the ghoul with the binge eater called Rize and stuff. Organs put in me. But that doesn't really do much because I could have been born a half ghoul, but it's only really rare. And he says, "What?" And he says, "The White Reaper, the code name for the strongest investigator." He says, "Yes." I want to say that his father was a ghoul. He says that his father was a ghoul and his mother was a human. But he's like, no, because he's not a half ghoul. He says ghouls usually don't turn into half ghouls. It's really rare. And what they turn into is just superhumans. I'm pretty sure there's like 2 other people just like him, but he's like the strongest. He hears this, and I'm gonna say Kaneki breaks his thing again, and he slashes his chest with the sword. And right before he leaves, he also says there's another half ghoul, and he's the hawk, or the owl. And he says, "But there's 2 owls, so watch your back." A father and son owl. He hears this. This is just information telling them that there's actually 2 owls and stuff. And they go back. Toga still kills the dude. And then it's just Kaneki getting the trains and beating up people. I'm gonna say he kind of goes up to, what's her name again? I forgot her name. The person, oh God, the girls that had the mother and father killed by Jason and investigators. Her. So he's closer because he's not as afraid. And I'm gonna say they hang out more often and stuff. So then wherever the trio is looking for Rize, they come in, they smell Rize on him. Whenever he tries to flip out, I'm gonna say Kaneki kicks him in the leg, making him drop to his knees, and then puts his hand pulling out, holding him by the throat, and he says Rize is dead, so drop it. And he's like, how did she die? Why do you smell like him? Did you kill her? And he says, no, actually, she's the reason I'm in here in the first place. This is why. And then he activates Kagane and his eye, and he says, this is the reason why I'm a half ghoul. He's like, what? He explains that Rize's organs and blood was transplanted into him. He's mad. He's about to attack the dude and saying that's your fault, but he uppercuts him with his palm, knocking him out. Whenever Jason walks in, he still is not as strong enough to beat Jason, but I'm gonna say he actually able to cut off Jason's arm, but Jason eats the dude's chest that he punched in the stomach, and instead of regrowing the arm, because he doesn't have that strong regeneration, he puts it on and reattaches it. Because people are like, oh, reattaching an arm's really impressive, but I'm pretty sure a doctor can do these nowadays. So regrowing an arm is much better regeneration and stuff. So they take Kaneki back to the place. He's getting tortured. I'm gonna say that, yeah, the morals are different. His hair still turns white, but what he does is he fights him, he kicks him up, twists his leg and all that, and he eats him. But then he jumps down. Then Toga's brother starts trying to fight him. You know how he used his Kagane to deflect all the shots, hardening it and stuff, making it go into different directions. That's what he does. He shoots one Kagane out, striking towards him. He says, if you do a frontal attack, I can dodge it. He jumps up. Then the Kagane tenses up and apart, shooting upwards. And Kaneki shoots all the other ones doing the same thing until they make him go back into towards Kaneki. And I'm gonna say Kaneki found his mask, and I'm gonna say they had the sword with it and stuff. So he has the sword and he just strikes down, cutting because I'm gonna say his wings were in that crystal form, coming them off and eating it, giving him the ability to use the actual wings, I'm gonna say. Because everybody that he eats, I'm actually gonna put their Kaganes in for now on, instead of just saying that he ate this person and he does this. So Tokyo says, he brings Tokyo to some place, and Tokyo says that the white hair will make him stick out. And because the reason why he left was to become strong and stuff, and to protect them, I'm gonna say he doesn't. He doesn't go with him still, but he goes away and stuff and all that. So his attitude's kind of like the Reaper Kaneki and Ghoul season 2, I'm pretty sure. But he turns into it in Re-1. So the fight with the owl, deal with the scythe still is there. Jugo. No, that's from Naruto. I think. Yeah. So they're fighting the owl. What I'm gonna say is that because he knows more about the half-ghouls because of the White Reaper and who she is, that he goes up to her with the sword, slices the back where she'll pop out, and like he grabs her, rips her out. This is where he activates Toga's brother's 2 wings, hardens them, and flies off with them, with her, I mean, and stuff, leaving her like Kakacha form there. And I might just do the whole thing in one burst. This might just be Tokyo Ghoul, the whole thing that I know. So I'm gonna skip to the breaking into the place. People know breaking Yagami's Ken Kaneki. Do you know the dude that he ate that was torturing him? Boss Yamari. And teaches him how to say it. He asks he saves him, but like really easily. Kind of just sitting in the air like he was. And they're asking who killed Boss Yamari. Deku's there and he says, I did. And he's like, no way a little shrimp like you could beat Boss Yamari. He was the strongest. And then and stuff, and they're like, he's trying to battle him like he did in Re-Ghoul and stuff. So he walks up to him and says he's about to fight. He just shoots all of his Kagenes out, striking down all of his easily, his little sword thing, making him the leader, making him have to go on his side because of the rules and stuff. And all that happens, and we go to prison break. The same thing happens to everybody else, but Kaneki doesn't get pushed to activate his Kaguya, I think. Instead, he just uses his vertical tentacles. You're gonna see he's able to use other people's Kagenes that he eats, even though not going to the Kakaja form and stuff. So you know how in Re:Zero where everybody's like Kagenes kind of got like an update and like a new look. What I'm gonna say is that because it's kind of took his brother's Kagenes kind of mixture of both of his. You know how those dudes like put the armor around him? He kind of does that. Where even though he like punches him, doesn't do much because it's armor that can regrow instantly. Because there's amazing regeneration. And I'm not sure if they're just there to capture him. But what I'm going to say is that he gets hold of his Kagane, rips it off to him. And he's scared because of how strong he is. And he is running off, still escaping and stuff. And where he can fight the Reaper and stuff. And then what happened is that happens. So pretty much what the first part of the thing in the beginning is to amp up how strong Kaneki is. So he wasn't a wimp and all that. Pretty much just what if Kaneki wasn't a wimp. That's what I put for it. or I put a slash on it. So they go on. He escapes. Kaneki goes. He goes, and people see him, and Toga hears. But instead of letting Toga punch him, so he keeps on sidestepping to the side, because she's all frantic. I'm gonna say she trips. He puts his arm on her and tells her that I'm not strong enough still. And she's like, we talked about, we don't need your wimpy self's help. You don't need to help us. We didn't ask you. And stuff. And yeah, I forgot about the gourmet dude, but as soon as the dude comes out, he just strikes him with the Kagane. And I forgot all about parts. I'm so sorry. Strikes him with the Kagane. Mama's little helper thing, and whenever they make him eat the girl, because he's so much stronger, is that he punches him whenever the gourmet dude punches him, instead of him showing what a true kick and punch was, and then he says, this is a true punch, true kick, and a true sneak attack. And I'm gonna say, it says that while Kaneki kicks him to the back with the dude that he ripped the stomach off of behind him, striking with his Kagane. And he's like, well played, Kaneki, my sweet. And stuff. That's what happened to the gourmet dude. So the gourmet dude's there, and he's like, Kaneki, you're adding stuff to your flavor. Sorry about that. That was my dad and stuff. And so, what I'm gonna get to, where was I? After the Toka thing. And he goes on. He comes up to the dude and starts fighting the dude that has like his face ripped off and stuff, helping the cats and the dog and stuff. Or the apes, I'm pretty sure. And battling dude saves the old lady and stuff. And helps defeat him. And then goes on. He doesn't get injured this time. Yeah, he does, and he goes to the coffee shops where he meets Hide and all that. Hide's injured. He carries him, takes him to the White Reaper. And I'm gonna say White Reaper still stabs him in the head. But I'm gonna say the White Reaper loses an eye in that battle. The eye where he was almost going blind into, so it was practically useless and stuff. So this is where I'm going to use in my video. It's kind of long. For these odd ones, I'm probably just going to do like two seasons, or like the whole series at once. I'm going to do Re next, but I have to figure out everything on Re, because I really like Tokyo Ghoul the first 2 seasons. But Re was kind of weird. So I thought, dude. And in Re, it's kind of going to be like he turns back into the wimp version, so he's only going to have 3 and stuff, but he'll have those urges to go back to the regular Kaneki and stuff. So goodbye.